Yo, what's good? This your boy, Crown the Barber. Appreciate y'all tuning in to this video. So in this video, we doing a low Tempfade on my boy Chris, man, one of my loyal clients. Been cutting him for a while. We're gonna keep the top, rugged. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want it. We're just gonna temp the sides out and get them a fresh line. So as you can see, I'm starting off with my guidelines for the Tempfade and also the beard. Gotta get it in. And sometimes when I do my guideline, I like to blend that first line out. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line, just go ahead and blend that out real quick. So all right, we get into working on my next line. And right now I'm just taking some of the weight out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that blend right. Always keep a comb in your hand, man, because you want to always comb down the hair so you can see the lines, so you can get the blend right. You just want to get that weight off. That's the main goal for the big guards, is to get the weight off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, always comb down so you can see where you at. So with this process, I do this exactly how I do a ball fade, low ball fade, any kind of fade. You know what I'm saying? I always go through my steps. I always get my guidelines, because everything is about, basically technique. You pretty much want to keep the same technique, but just perfect it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about patterns. And it's pretty much all the same. If you can get this blend down and get this process down, you can pretty much blend any kind of fade, any kind of way, because it's all the same. Now, it's different ways to fade, but just find the ways that fit you and that you like and stick with it. Like I said, I'm just getting the lines out at this point. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to detail, looking at the fade, making sure everything is where it needs to be, and how I like my fades to look. Everything is visual. Gotta start off visual. Everything starts with a vision. You know what I'm saying? Always know how you want the haircut to look before you just start cutting. So now I'm blending the beard. Go ahead and same process. So now we fading down versus fading up. Man, Tempfades are one of my favorite cuts to do, especially when it's blending into the beard, cause that transition be fire. You know what I'm saying? Straight be fire, especially when you slap that good line on it. And at this point, I'm just cleaning up. Like I said, it's a certain look I go for with my fades. So we work on it until we get to what we looking at, get to what we want. All right, so now we about to hit the back. Get that blend right on the back. We'll start off with the clean up. first guideline. Guidelines don't always have to be perfect. You kind of want it to at least be even for the most part. Sometimes you can lack on it depending on what kind of barber you are. I advise all beginners to really pay attention to detail when it comes to creating your lines, your guidelines, because you don't want your fade to be off. You know what I'm saying? If you stick with the traditional way of fading and you just make sure everything's even, you won't have to worry about the fade being off. And as you get better as a professional, as a barber, then you'll be able to know how to fade. Even if the lines are not perfect, you know how to fade and get it to still look even. You know what I'm saying? But for beginners, make sure your lines are even so your fades can be even. And see, with his hair, because he got such coarse hair, sometimes you're not going to see the line. It's going to be real hard to see the line. See, that's why a lot of barbers don't really cut this kind of hair. You know what I'm saying? Or don't cut it good because it's hard to see the lines. With fine hair, you know what I'm saying, with medium hair, you're able to see the lines and get them out. But with this, you got to be you got to pretty much feel the fade. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel the fade. You got to have a good eye and just be able to see those lines, to get those lines out. And so just because you don't see the line don't mean you haven't created the line. You feel what I'm saying? Because the clip was going to cut. If you keep cutting up to see the line just because you don't see it, you'll end up going too high on the fade. So with this kind of hair, you got to pretty much trust yourself and trust the clippers that it's doing what it's supposed to do. And that's why you keep the comb in your hand, so you can comb the hair down and see exactly where you at with your fade. And so as you can see, that blend coming out right. When I slap that line on it, it's gonna really bring it out. That's another thing, you know what I'm saying? That's another little trick of the trade, is putting the line on it before you perfect the fade. Because sometimes when you put that line on it, that's when you really see where the fade at, and you can go back in it and clean it up. So now we're gonna start getting the line right. So, you know, I gotta knock down the mustache, you know what I'm saying, so a certain height, and then we're gonna clean up his line. And I use a shaving cream with a nice hot towel, you know, just to clean up his hairline, and takes off all the grease and oil and all type of, you know what I'm saying, dirt or whatever that's on his skin off. And so sometimes it don't even be dirt. Sometimes he could just be sweating, or, you know, it could be humid outside or whatever, so his skin is a little bit moist, and that right there gonna clean it up. Spray some holding spray on it, get it a good hold. So then when I do my line, damn, them clippers just be hitting. I like to start in the middle with my guide and go one side to the next. That's mainly where most barbers start at. Not trying to push his hairline back. So just because he has those high corners don't mean that I dig in it, right? You know, you try to save as much as possible. So you go in just enough to get a nice line, but not too much to where you feel like you want it to be super sharp. Cause you know, if you know people that losing their hair or losing or thinning, they want to keep as much hair as possible, man. They don't, you know, you want to keep as much hair as possible. You know, a lot of clients rather have a dull line than you push them back just to get a sharp line. Because when the hair grow back, it's gonna look terrible. And they don't want that. So you gotta be easy with touching those edges. My goal always is to save the hairline. That's my goal. You know what I'm saying? Is to always try my best to save the hairline, not try to push the hairline back. You know, get it enough to get a good line, but at the same time, you don't want to push them back. So I go into it with the mindset of don't push his hairline back. Like I said, man, it's all vision. It's all vision, man. You gotta have a vision for the cut. What you see the cut looking like, how do it look on this person? Head, all of that. And try to go off that vision. Like I also use enhancements, so that's gonna be good for his corners. So I don't have to dig in his corners because I could throw the enhancements on there and still give him that sharp, crisp look without going in too deep. Now I'm about to get to this beard. And my guy want to keep it as high as possible because he like to grow it out. You know, we try to keep the beard as high as possible. You know what I'm saying? And line it up with the mustache. You gotta know your corners. Don't worry too much about it being sharp. It ain't about that right now because as you can tell, his beard got to grow back in. So we ain't worrying about making it crispy as possible. You know what I'm saying? We worrying about putting the lines where it's supposed to be. Little fun fact though, you know what I'm saying? These trimmers right here, man, I love these trimmers, man. I love these trimmers. Gamma sent me these joints, and man, they be hitting, bro. I don't need to look. I don't need to adjust these clippers one time, once since I had them, and they've been hitting ever since. No cap. It's crazy. Like I don't need to adjust them clippers once, and they've been doing me justice. These like my favorite clippers now, my go-tos. It's crazy. It's crazy how you'll have your favorite trimmers, and then you get some new ones, and then they become your favorite trimmers, and you like, man, bump that. I ain't even about to use them. Like, you don't even feel comfortable using the other ones no more, you know? You just be on the ones you got. So as you can see, like, you know, want to keep the back of the back of the beard is where you want to keep wide, man. I hate when dudes dig in it. Don't dig in the back of the beard. Keep it wide. All right, so now we get into the enhancement part. Now, as you can see the light spots in this hairline, and that's what we come with the enhancements. And we tap in, you know what I'm saying? We don't put too much on it, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna put just enough just to give it a nice enhanced look. And then with some people hairlines, you gotta put a little bit more than others, but you know, you make it work. Now, with this enhancements, these are hair fibers. Hair fibers has, you know, it's like, it got its pros and cons. The pros of the hair fibers is more, it gives more of a natural look. That's what I love about hair fibers. It gives more of a natural look. The cons of hair fibers is they don't last long. It don't last long, so you know, you might get 2 days, 3, you know what I'm saying, out of these hair fibers, you know, before they gone. That's why it's important to create the line before you put it on. But they give you the best look. It's great for if you got an event that day, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It's perfect for it, period. Now, a lot of barbers will do like the color dye with the enhancements. Now, it look good, but the only thing about it is it's gonna be that's a lot of enhancements on the hairline. So of course, it's gonna make the hairline a little bit darker than natural. So it's not gonna look as natural, you know what I'm saying? And the dye lasts much longer, I can say. You can get at least a week to almost 2 weeks from the permanent dye. But it's not gonna look as natural as the hair fibers. The hair fibers is probably the most natural enhancements you can pretty much get. So you gotta know what you're getting. The natural enhancements for a little bit of time, or you can get the enhancements that don't look as natural for a long period of time. It's just preference. Some of my clients, they just want the enhancement, the fibers, and they good. Some clients, they want more of a longer lasting enhancement, and that's when we pull out the dye. But we try to make it look as natural as possible. So for my boy right here, this not gonna last long. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna last for about a day on his face as much. His hairline lasts, you know what I'm saying? The enhancements will last for about 3 to 4 days. If he take care of it. Wrap it down before he go to bed. Tie it down. You know what I'm saying? You do what he's supposed to do when you get home. It'll last for about 3 to 4 days. But as far as his beard is concerned, the beard not gonna last. So, you know, it's gonna wipe right off, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's good for that day though. So, you know, he about to step out, go on a date, you know what I'm saying? Go kick it. Go kick it at Atlantic Station somewhere. You'll be good. You'll be good to go. Yeah, you see, I'm just going back over it. After I throw the enhancements on it, I just go back over it, you know, to clean it up. I put the bin drop this video. I ain't gonna lie. I've been just procrastinating on editing this video. It'd be a lot, man. I'll be having so much to do. You know, editing this video be taking a while, so you know, I should have been dropped this video, but it's all good though. We getting it done now. Man, you got this far, man. And like this video for your boy. You know, leave a comment. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And hit that notification bell, man. As you can see, this is the finished product. We ain't even touched the top at all. We just went ahead and blend them out and get them right. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all tuning in to this video, man. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and you know it's up. Appreciate y'all.